Hello YouTube, I'm Pilot Stad, and today we are talking about the upcoming Aerosoft CRJ. I've made some videos on this aircraft before and they've proved very popular, and for understandable reasons. It's a very exciting aircraft. Today we'll be talking about the release dates, the rollout of the aircraft, and some more news we've got around it. Let's get right into this video. Okay, so I'm going to cut to the chase. The Aerosoft CRJ 550 and 700 will release on the 16th of March, of course, in 2021. It will be available from the Aerosoft shop as well as the Microsoft Flight Simulator marketplace, both on the same day and the same time. Now, we don't actually get a release time, but I imagine it will probably be quite later in the day. It normally is. You should start to see bigger content creators like the likes of Captain Canada, I'd imagine, make videos on it from the 10th of March, so not long there. Now, of course, we've already got one content creator who's making loads of fantastic videos, of which I'm using for some video footage on the screen now. He is, of course, called That Dude, and I highly recommend you go check his channel out if you want to start to get familiar with the CRJ systems. Now, of course, there will be the expansion pack, this including the 900 and 1000 models. That will come at a cost of €16.75 plus any local VAT. The standard model will come for €42 as well as plus any local VAT, so in the UK it comes in for just under £40. Now, from the footage from That Dude, who is a real life CRJ pilot, I have to say it's looking very hopeful. Not 100% study level, but certainly getting there. It's not a bad price for a mid-range jet, to be honest, and from what I can see, it's getting close to study level. I wouldn't call it 100%, but certainly enthusiasts will like it. I personally think it's going to be a big hit for Aerosoft, primarily because it's the first major airliner to come to the sim, excluding the A320 mod by Flybywire, so I'm pretty sure it will prove to be a bestseller. On the screen now we've got some takeoff footage, and I have to say it sounds really beautiful. The Aerosoft CRJ, or the CRJ in general, is perfect for regional hops, of course.
V1 and rotates. Positive climb, gear up. And we need a pitch of about 20 degrees. You can also sync the flight director with this one. And you see it will now sync to our last position. Okay, speed mode please, nav mode, and at 600 feet, autopilot on.
Now, you know me, I don't just want to talk about one aircraft in these videos. I like to give you guys a bit more information regarding some freeware developers. Now, a project I'm really excited for, I'm following it incredibly closely, is the Parallel Flight Simulation 757. They've released some more fantastic screenshots, and I have to say, even though one of them is quite comical with some nice landing gear progress on there, it's looking really nice already. They've overhauled parts of the fuselage as well as the engine, and by the looks of it, progress is coming along really well. By far one of the most progressed freeware aircraft that's being built completely from scratch. We've got some beautiful engine shots as well, it's looking very nice, and he's also reworked on part of the primary flight display. He hasn't managed to get the proper font in there yet, so it may look a bit funny, but just bear this in mind. We can of course expect this down the line in 1 to 2 years time, so it's more of a long-term project. I've got to admit, it is the project I am really excited for. I think at the moment it's slowly going over the 737, because of course we've got PNDT working on that, so I don't think any freeware developers will be able to rival that, but this 757 is already starting to look beautiful. On top of that, we've got very good progress with the aerodynamics KC10, and by very good progress, I mean it's really coming into shape now. Looking in the cockpit, you can see while we haven't got many textures, we've got all the models in there, so all it needs is a lick of paint really. We've even got some gauges in there, and they are working to a certain extent by the looks of it. Now, this is coming as part of the Project Mega Pack. They of course recently released the A330, which is the plane I'm flying at the moment. And the KC10 will be coming along with it down the line. It's looking really nice, I have to say. Now, personally, the KC10 isn't an aircraft I'm overly excited for, but when you've got screenshots like this coming through, there is a reason to hype up. So we've talked about the 757, the KC10 and of course the Aerosoft CRJ. Tell me what aircraft you're excited for down below. I hope you've enjoyed this news video taking a look at the biggest news stories of Microsoft Flight Simulator this week. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe if you haven't done already. I'd like to say a massive thank you to my business class and of course my first class members. As my first class members get a shout out, here you go. I'd like to say a massive thank you to Simon Schmidt, 320, BK Cockpits Limited and Whiskey 2 Shots for being my first class members. If you want to become a channel member to support the channel, click that join button and also remember to check out my Amazon affiliate links. But from me today, that is all. Bye bye.